Do y'all actually see that? That's what I was talking about. So if you want to see something, go to her website. Well, check her out on YouTube. I told y'all, this my girl. She gonna bring you the news, the unadulterated news. Y'all look at that. Do y'all know how many years we have been you know what I mean, desegregation. Y'all know how many years? Since about the 60s. And then for somebody to come along and rip it all out from under you. But you know what? I told y'all, in this video that's gonna follow this, I don't care. I'm gonna put this up there, and anyway, I'm gonna put this part of the video in front, and some clips, and then what I'm gonna talk about will come next. And she was just saying, like I was saying, it's on the federal level. He got it on the federal level, but it'll trickle down and where else. And she was just saying, that's meaning the water fountains, the restaurant, and all that kind of stuff going in the back. And the part that I'm talking on in my video after the clips, there's a area in there where I tell you about, I remember going in the back of places. But back then we had our own schools. But when they did have this stuff, yeah, they burnt it all down out of Black Wall Street. Yeah, they burnt Black Wall Street down. But you know what? We've had, in my little town where I live in, we had because when I graduated from school, it was not, it was segregated when I graduated from school. This is another one, y'all. Dr. Richey. I think that's Richey, yeah. Indisputable. I forgot to add him when but he's talking about it too. Trump administration, segregated facilities are no longer explicitly banned. Y'all, come on now. Okay, so everybody's talking about it. I was just watching Tabitha. She's talking about it, okay? So now he's talking about it. Y'all see those signs? No racism. No racism. But y'all, I don't know. And this person is, I think, J. Reed, R-E-E-D. He's talking about it. So everybody's talking about it. Let's see what everybody else got to say about it. Please like, share, and comment. So I will put this to what I had in the beginning, what I had talked about. And I will put these clips in, and then what I talked about will come next. All right. Like, share, and comment. This is another clip. Hey, y'all. I'm making this video incognito because I just got something I want to say, and I'm laying here, and I actually don't want to show my face because I don't know, I'm watching the news. Excuse me, I'm watching my favorites like Adam Mockler, Tabitha Speaks Politics, and I watched Tennessee Brando. Y'all, what they are talking about is the man in the White House rolling back the segregation ban or whatever. Yes, it says, I'm looking at something now. It said segregation no longer banned in government contracts as Trump rips up 60-year-old order. Y'all, I want to ask the question. When are we as Americans going to realize when things are being done for our best interest and when things are being done that should disgust us all? Because I don't know about anybody else. I grew up in those times when black people couldn't do all this stuff and when we couldn't go these places. I was born 51. I remember my aunt working in a place that still exists in our hometown, and my aunt, she was a plus size lady. God rest her soul. She worked there, and everybody was talking about how good her cooking tastes and all that kind of stuff. But she could work up there and cook. But you know what? I was a little girl when I went to stay with my grandparents. I didn't have anybody to leave me with. I had to go and sit in that cafe with my aunt. But my aunt was working. So I'm sitting in the back. Because black people, I guess then they was calling us coloreds. Black people had to enter in through the back. You could order the food, but you had to enter in the back. And y'all, I'm going to talk about this one day when I'm showing my face. But I'm laying here now. I'm remembering all of this. So, I sat there, and I wasn't old enough to go to school. I was probably maybe 4, 5, because I hadn't started kindergarten yet, right? I remember having coloring books and stuff, and I remember my aunt buying me this little crawling doll, and it was small enough that I could hold it in my hand. You wind it up. And I remember the doll being white, and I used to wind that doll up and watch that doll crawl across that table. Y'all know sometimes these memories come back to you, and I forgot all about that doll until a few weeks ago, and I remember seemed like she had on either a pink or a yellow little onesie-like thing. I don't know where that doll came from, but whenever I had to go there for whatever day it was, I made sure I had that little doll with me because she was small enough to fit in my pockets. And back then, girls couldn't wear pants. So we had to wear dresses all the time. So if it was cold, it was dresses and tights or some knee socks or something like that. And I remember, going out in the field during the summertime, and during the summer when school was out, we chopped in the fields or, picked cotton. And that was how, if you were old enough, you made the money for your school clothes. Because, if you was in a large family and had a lot of children, you may have been limited of what you got to wear to school. So you would go and chop in the field or pick cotton, or sometimes they did what they call pick peanuts, where they had this stick in the ground, and I think it was peanuts. You pull it up out the ground, you shake the dirt off, then you put it around this little pole. And it was some other things we did during the summer. We made a little money so we can go. I remember in town there was a store called Silco, Silco. And it was more of a discount store, kind of like what Family Dollar and Roses are these days. You knew you could go in there. They had some of everything you wanted. It was what back then would have been compared to, like the like I said, Family Dollar, Roses, Dollar General, stuff like that. So you go in there and get discounted stuff. Stuff wouldn't cost as much if you shopped in this little store. So I remember when, sometimes we would say, no, I don't want to go do this today, but you knew that you would have a little, and then if we made a little money and there was other children in the family, a lot of time what I would do, I would take some of the money I made and buy things for some of my younger siblings because it was a lot of us, My dad was a long-distance truck driver, and most of the time my mom didn't work. Sometimes she might work, cleaning somebody's house, washing somebody's floors, or watching, babysitting for somebody or something like that, or working in a laundromat where she kept the machine clean, kept the floors clean and stuff like that. Y'all, do y'all actually know what our parents and grandparents, our ancestors went through so we can live the way we live these days? Nobody don't speak on it. But I respect every one of our elders. I remember things my mom and my grandma, aunties and stuff used to tell us coming up, how things was back in the day, how they had to endure certain things. Y'all, they're trying to bring us right back to those days. But I'm going to tell y'all something. They can deport anybody they want to. I don't plan on going out there chopping not one blade of grass out anybody's farm, field, or whatever they call it. I'm not picking not one vegetable. The only vegetable I'm going to pick is, I got a little thing in my kitchen where I got my vegetable. I'm going to reach in there when I get ready to cook it and pick one out of that. I'm not picking it from no field. Now, we as Black community, we're not going to go and do this stuff anymore. So let those that ushered this person in the White House, y'all want to do it, y'all go and do it. But there's not one person in my family, one person I know that's willing to get out there and do it. We did that when we ain't doing it no more. I don't care what y'all do. Y'all can tell us we can't use the same this, we can't use the same that, we can't go to this place, we can't go to that place. I don't care. Because you know what, one place I do know I can go to my church and pray. I can go to my house. I can come to my house or whatever. But if there's places, and this is government and government contract, if there's some place in the government and they said I can't go because I'm Black, y'all know what? I would take my happy you know what. And those places that said they don't want us in their establishment and stuff, I'm not gonna spend not one dime in a business where I'm not wanted. If y'all don't want me because I'm the color I am, then you don't want my green money because that's colored too. So there you go. I don't care who agrees with me or who disagrees with me. I don't give one iota. Because, and y'all know, those of us that's of color or not, y'all know the next thing they're going after is the civil rights movement. All these people bled and died for the privileges we have these days. Just for them, one person come and take these things away. And y'all know what? I've been seeing some preachers on TV, saying the same thing. We've been there, we've done that. And a lot of people got t-shirts. I got a t-shirt too. I need to make one. Not going back, moving forward. Y'all know what? Some people don't understand the consequences when they do and say things, because every action has a reaction. So y'all keep on. The one that's making sure all this stuff get done, all those that's voted for him, or voted a third party, or didn't vote, y'all the reason why all this stuff is going on. Now, a lot of y'all the main ones saying, I regret my vote. I knew gonna do stuff to some people, but I ain't no gonna do it to me. Ha ha, hoo hoo. So you don't mind, some people don't mind it being done as long as it's not done to them or theirs. But you know what? My God sit high and he look low. He gonna take care of his people, y'all. So y'all can do what y'all want to do. I'm standing for right. I don't know what everybody else is standing for. It is like people that I used to go to TikTok. Yeah, I got a TikTok account, but I don't post there regularly. So you got to have 10,000 followers to get monetized. I ain't even gonna waste it. I'll put a video up here now and then, but I'm thinking about, just deleting that off my tablet. It's, if it's taking me this long to get 4,000 watch hours for YouTube, I will be from now to doomsday trying to get 10,000 subscribers, or followers, whatever you want to call it, on TikTok. But y'all, we better watch what you do, what you say. Take notice of your surroundings, because everybody that say they love you don't love you. Because you know what they say, salt and sugar look just alike. There are so many fake things in this world, starting with fake friends. I'd rather not have a friend than have one that's fake. Yeah, I sure do. I would rather stay here in my house, not go visit anyone, no one come visit me. Because if you're going to be fake, I don't need you. You know the song, What a Friend We Have in Jesus? If the only friend you got in Jesus, you don't need nobody else. If Jesus is the only person you can count on, then you got the best person, because he's not going to tell you a lie. He's not going to say anything or do anything where he got to be repetitive. You can tell him anything you want to tell him. He's not going to run and tell it to anybody else. Y'all seen people, they say, oh, you can tell me, I can keep a secret. And soon it they get it in earshot, they done found somebody to run and tell it to. So, y'all, we had better be on our P's and Q's. Watch as well as pray. I was telling y'all in those videos before, prepare. It don't just mean start packing up you some food, stop piling some food. That goes for everything. Even Dollar Tree getting ready to go up. I'm going to go to Dollar Tree probably tomorrow and get something, because they're supposed to start going up on something, if not everything. I think it's the 28th. And something that I know I'm going to need, like aspirin, because I have to take one aspirin a day, for heart health and, stuff like that. So some things there are some things that other stores probably would care for $1 or whatever, but I'm just, I don't know, y'all. The more, y'all, I hate to even think about it. We standing here paying our money to these places that don't even want us in them. If Walmart, cause they said all this rolling back that segregation ban goes with DEI. So if y'all know what, if Walmart gets so they don't want us in there, and I know that's not government, but some places, soon as government contracts and stuff start doing, I know a lot of places like Walmart and Target gonna do it, but I'd be just as happy not to go in those places. I think I'm gonna start practicing right now. Start practicing. Because I don't mind staying home, y'all. And you know what? Anybody that would stop cancer research, or take food from the schools, the food program for the children, because as I understand that they're going to be stopping the school lunch program or the free lunch or whatever. Y'all, come on now. If people voted against their own interests, because he told her about what he can do, and anybody voted for him thinking that he wasn't gonna do it, then that's the most stupid person. That's somebody that's just really stupid. I mean, I'm gonna say it like this. How stupid can you be if somebody come right out and tell you what they're gonna do, and then you make a move thinking this person not gonna do what they say they do when they are known habitual liars? Let me tell y'all something. I had a brother, God rest his soul. This brother was my mother's second oldest child. I'm the third oldest. My brother could lie. He lied so much. And he would lie and lie and lie and lie. And then when he's confronted with something or somebody asked him something, he would say, didn't a man? Didn't I man? So one of his nicknames was Didn't a Man? Didn't a man? And we all knew when he was lying. I mean, he not only would he lie, well, he would lie, and there's been time when he stayed with my grandparents, he and my oldest brother, and he would get asked a question, and he said, didn't the man? I remember one time, back in the day, old people, like, when they get they will take the sweet potatoes. I remember my grandma had sweet potatoes, and she had them under like pine straw or something, and she sent him out to the barn. I forgot what they call it now. The word that escapes me. But anyway, the sweet potatoes will be under pine straw and stuff, to keep them during the winter months, keep them from getting old folks cold hurt. And my grandmother told him to go out to the barn to bring some sweet potatoes in. She told him about how many she needed. Well, he stayed and he stayed and he stayed. And And when he stayed so long, my grandma was telling somebody else, she said, go out there and see what that boy is doing, 'cause he's supposed to bring them sweet potatoes in the house. He was out there behind the barn smoking. And he would, and when the person would come back in and say, he behind the barn smoking. So when that person would go out there and tell him, say, that our grandma said, you know, bring the sweet potatoes in. So the person would say, he was behind the barn smoking. And he was like, I won't smoking. And he was just going on and on. He had a cigarette butt right in his pocket, y'all. Tell a lie and got the evidence right on it. But let me tell you, one thing I do know. Now, I'm not throwing shade at my brother because he's not here to speak for himself. But I'm going to tell y'all this. One thing I do know, you want somebody to be on your side, somebody that will have your back. That's one thing I do know. He genuinely loved his family. Now, I don't know how many fights he have gotten in because someone disrespected one of his sisters or one of his female cousins, or somebody said something. You know how we say, your mama this, and you know how they do. They be playing like the dozen. Your mama's so fat, she had to do this, do that, and do that. Or saying something smart against one of our elders. Oh, he would take up for you. Now, he would take up for you. But the boy could lie. The boy would lie. Why tell the truth when a lie would do? So I know, I know a lie when I hear one. But I love it, just cause he lied don't mean I didn't love him. I did love him. I love my brother. And when he died, Lord knows it, I got, I think, 3 brothers going on to glory. And I miss all 3 of them. I got one sister. She died as a baby. But anyway, I didn't say that this, I wasn't reminiscing. That wasn't, it just ended up me going there because of one memory or another. But anyway, y'all, we got to be true to somebody. All of us need to answer to somebody. Answer to the Lord. Do things that's right. Do things decently and in order. Don't hate. We don't need any more hating, any more racism, any more hateful rhetoric. We don't need this where you can't come here if, this for this color only, for that color. Yo, we don't need that. We have been living on this earth as a people for how many ever age you are, whatever. I have been living on God's earth, God's green earth. Come September, if the Lord said the same, I'll be 74 years old. We got to realize we cannot live on God's green earth by ourselves. Because if you're on a seesaw, don't you need somebody else on the other side to enjoy it with you? Or you just be sitting there? You can't be on the seesaw and be the one sitting up. You could be the one sitting down if you're up there by yourself. Yeah, you can go swing on a swing and you sit there by yourself. But what fun is it? Of course, you're going to need somebody eventually to push you a little bit, to help you get off a little bit. So we need to stop thinking that we could live on this earth by ourselves, because we cannot, y'all. There's a movie back in the day, I remember, and one of the actors was a man called Michael Rennie, and I know he's gone to glory now, and I can't think of anybody else. The Day the Earth Stood Still. That's the movie. a real old movie. Y'all, it's a lot of movies from back in the day that I've watched, and I'm just starting to remember them. Some I remember years earlier. I remember my grandparents taking us to a movie, The Life and Time of Adam and Eve. Y'all, Mickey Rooney played in it. I think he played the devil. And it showed how Adam named all the animals and stuff like that. And, but y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, life is what you make it. My mama always said, if you make your bed hard, you got to lay in it. And that's the way life be. If you make life hard, you the one got to go out here and be living this hard life. So, y'all tell me all these places I'm not wanted, so I make sure I don't go to them. But like I said, 2 places I know I can go. It's to my church and to my own home. And to family members' home. But other family members' home is just like home. I know everybody there is my same shade of whatever shade I am. You know what I'm saying? So when you think you're making it hard for me, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the person that voted that certain way. When they thinking they making it hard just for a few of us, they're making it hard for themselves too. Because I've seen stories of people's loved ones getting deported, wives getting deported, husbands getting deported, and they say, oh no, you weren't supposed to do it to us, you're supposed to do it to them. There's no such thing as one person's life being more valuable than the other person. Because one thing I do know, when Jesus died on the cross, he died on the cross for all of us. He didn't say, I'm dying on this cross for only you because you're Caucasian or white, whatever you want to call it. But he didn't call out, when he got on that cross, he didn't call out any colors. Even the thieves and stuff told him, say, remember me when you get to where your Father is. Lord, I'm saying, remember me when it's all said and done. Remember me. Remember my good works. Lord, remember. Lord, remember. In your word you said that you was gonna never forsake us nor never leave us. Y'all, I know God got a plan for our lives. And just know that he loves you and he cares about what happens to you. God is going to come to our rescue. Y'all might start to look dark and bleak now, but just hold on to what you know. Get something for your soul, because tomorrow's not promised. When they're taking all this, they cannot take the love I have for the Lord in my heart. The Bible tells us to hide the word in your heart. So what I got in my heart, when I remember these Bible verses and the thing that's in his word, when he said he never gonna forsake me, he not gonna leave me, he gonna heal all the diseases, he's gonna be a friend to the friendless, a father to the fatherless, a mother to the motherless. Y'all, we gonna have to keep that stuff in our mind, because they're trying to take everything else from us. But y'all can't take the love I have for my Savior from me. I don't care if they might put up a sign and say, whites only in Walmart, Targets, or wherever. You know what? I don't even care. Because you know what? I know the Lord gonna provide for his own. I know he's sitting up there and he's looking down low, and what he's sitting high, he's looking low. So whatever is for me is for me. When the Lord get ready to bless me, ain't no devil in hell gonna stop it, y'all. So all those ones that's doing all that stuff, yeah, you carry on and do what, because my Father's in heaven. If your Father's in hell, I'm sorry, I feel sorry for you. But all you got to do is repent, and he'll accept you in the fold. So y'all, let's teach our children to love one another. Let's teach them that it don't matter if we're all different shades of this or that. God still loves us no matter what shade we turn out to be. There's all different shades in our family. And I don't love one any more than I do the other, just because one might be a shade darker or a shade lighter. It don't matter to me, because love is love. You know? And it don't make me no never mind. So y'all, and I probably will make a follow-up to this video. This is just part one, because I got more I want to say. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. And if you want me to, because like I said, I grew up in the 50s, went to school in the 60s. So, you know, I got a lot I can say. And you know what? Another thing I want to say. I remember when I was growing up, there was doctors in our town, but there was a lot of doctors that was willing to see black patients. So I remember my mom, she back in the day, here's what I'm trying to get out, y'all, because I was in the video and I was losing my train of thought. Back in the day, I was a sickly child, because I had asthma and different stuff. There always had to be medicine given to me. I spent a lot of days out of school because I was sick. I had to be at home with my grandma. If my mama was working that day and everything, my grandma, Lord, God rest her soul, she took so much good care of us, our mothers and aunts and stuff that was taking care of us. And y'all know what? We missed not one meal. We didn't miss not one meal. We stayed outside running and played. We stayed fit because we were running and playing. Now the children can't go outside. Now a lot of children are overweight. But we need to learn things we can do, so if we get to the point where we can't see a doctor, that we knew things to do where, if you got a broken bone, it got to be set. We need to learn how to apply a tourniquet. And I'm going to say this for myself. I need to learn that too. We need to really learn the Heimlich maneuver. I remember I used to, when we would get real bad fever, my grandma, our mama, whoever was taking care of us that day, usually my grandmother or my mom, they would get an onion, cut up an onion, and take a nice clean, my grandma, like, if she had, because most of the time they had white sheets, if she had old sheets that, that she wasn't going to use anymore, maybe got a hold of something in it and wouldn't fit the bed or something, she would tear these rags to where they would fit around our heads, and she would put, if we had a fever, she would put onion in that rag and tie it around our head and put us in that bed, and we would go to sleep. Well, we would wake up in maybe an hour or two, that fever is gone because that onion will be cooked. And we need to learn stuff like that. You know, things we could do where we won't always, because we didn't, when I was growing up, we didn't always have that luxury of running to a doctor. We got a cold. Our mother, our grandmother knew what to do for a cold. Shoot, we barely went to the doctor for anything because our grandma, she, you got a stomach ache, she had a remedy. You get, it seemed like she had a remedy for everything. You know, I so I learned, you know, I I made sure I learned a few things when I was growing up, when my children were young, things to do, because we're not gonna. And I'm gonna tell y'all some things to keep in y'all cabinets. Okay, white vinegar, because you can use that for skin issues, or you can use it to clean with. Because if you got a baby around you, you don't be using animal. You don't want to use a harsh chemical. Lemon juice. Lemon juice. Baking soda. Peroxide. And I think there was something else. I'm gonna look on my list. Alcohol, the green and the regular clear kind. I think that's about it. But keep those things in your medicine cabinet. Now I keep my lemon juice in the refrigerator. Oh, and mustard. Because if you get a cramp, that cramp in the middle of the night, that cramp wake you up, you can either, I'm going to tell you what I do. I go and take my clean finger and put it in the vinegar and then put it in my mouth. Sometimes I had to do it a couple of times. I either eat you a spoonful of vinegar and knock that cramp out. And I'm going to tell y'all again, some things my old grandpa used to say, you'll never go hungry if you have potatoes, rice, and beans. And I'm going to add cornmeal because you can make cornbread. Because I got so now I love cornbread with my beans. I used to love hot biscuit, but now I think I can cook some beans and make me a cornbread patty. But I'm going to close this video, y'all, because I'm almost on 40 minutes. Because some of y'all might not listen to the whole thing. But anyway, I'm trying to help you. So it's all right if you don't want to accept my help. But we need to learn these things. We need to learn how to do things so we won't always be having to run to the doctor or run to the store. Keep these things in your cabinet or in your pantry. Me and my husband today was straightening up our pantry and, make sure you got things in your medicine chest or wherever you keep things so that if, there could always come a storm and you can't get to the store. Could it be hurricane season? You might not be able to get to the store, but let's keep our focus, y'all. Let's make a goal. Maybe something I said here will help somebody. Maybe, hopefully, everyone will watch. Or see, this is a video you had to listen to. It ain't no watching. Maybe I need to make a podcast and just sit back and talk like this off camera. But anyway, I didn't want to come on camera because y'all know, I know this TMI, don't have my postures in. I just, had my bath and everything, and I won't gonna try to fix my face to do this, but I didn't want to wait till tomorrow to do this video. Okay, y'all. So let's keep hope alive. All right. Okay, to the next one. Bye. Please like, share, and comment. Bye-bye.